On behalf of Halftime Sports Bar and Grill, I'd like to present the Athlete of the Week, Messiah DeWeaver.
On behalf of Messiah DeWeaver is a tremendous athlete. Not only that, but he's an even greater person. He has a 4.2 grade point average this quarter. He's also committed to the University of Michigan. He's a tremendous individual, not only in Tribal Madison School District, but also in our community. And on behalf of Messiah, we're going to see this. And I wish you good luck this week, Messiah and Ram Nation. Go get your thing done this week.
All right.
There it is.
All right.
We're out.
Holla at me.
All right, welcome back, Dayton High School Sports Playoff Edition. We got Week 5 Outlaw. Week 5, I got my man Ron Outlaw in the building. How you feeling, man?
Good. Week 5, like you said, we're here. We had a little hiatus last week, so we got a little catch up to do. So let's get it done.
We got a lot of catching up to do. In the meantime, we do have a legend in the building tonight here at Halftime Sports Bar and Grill. This guy has led the Trotwood Madison Rams to numerous state appearances, and now he took his talents to Springfield, and he's trying to build a powerhouse there. Tonight we got Maurice Douglas in the building, and this guy's going to talk to us about Chicago Bears, NFL,
Played with my boys for a little while too.
Indiana life, growing up in Indiana, along with how he feels his Springfield Wildcats will do maybe next season. In the meantime, we got NFL to talk. The Patriots spanked the Broncos. Bengals, Browns win. Steelers smacked the Ravens, and Cowboys lose the Cards, second consecutive loss, and now Jerry Jones is panicking. We got NBA season opener is now upon us, and we got our surprises and our duds going down. We'll talk a little bit of World Series talk, and then we're going to get to Maurice Douglas. In the meantime, Dayton High School Sports, our playoff edition. We're here in the building. It's going down. I'm in the building. How you doing, man?
All right, baby.
Good. Yeah.
How you doing?
I know we got the 7-on-7 going down. How's it feel to be a state champ, man?
Oh, man, it feels great, baby. Hard work, dedication, trying to focus back.
Trying to refocus,
Trying to refocus and get our kids back in there.
Now, what's the goals for the 7-on-7 specifically? You know what I mean?
Specifically, because it's a receiver-related goal. I mean, it helps the defense as well.
Right.
But then it gives our quarterback opportunity to look at coverage. Because that's one of the biggest things. We got young guys that's going to play quarterback for us this year.
Right.
So he has to recognize coverage so he can execute all.
Now you got the arrow on your back this year. You guys are possibly another championship, and you're looking at dynasty possibility here. How do you think? I mean, what's the intensity level that you feel like you're gonna have to be at?
Yeah, we're gonna have to play every game like it's a state championship game. And we got to go in comparing one game at a time, one play at a time, and go from there. Don't look forward, don't look ahead. Let's just focus on the task at hand, go out there, put our game plan together each week, and just focus on what we do good. As far as our offensive line, them guys do well. We got two great backs coming back, and we don't want to put a lot of pressure on our young guys.
There it is. We got one of the greatest to ever come out of the Miami Valley, Jeff Graham, coaching here at Trotwood Madison. Anything you want to say out there, Jeff?
I love you, baby.
There it is. Sports Effect Live is going down.
All right, baby. Appreciate you.
All right, welcome back. Dayton High School Sports. As you can see, packed house here tonight. They're watching some NBA action. I got my man Ron Outlaw in the building. In the building. NFL talk is going down now. Headlining NFL week this week, we got the Patriots taking on the mighty Broncos of Denver, and it was a smackdown to the utmost.
Well, you out there in Foxborough, Brady had his home turf. That wind was howling, and man don't have that strong arm. His pass flutters a little bit in that wind. Brady was just snapping them passes. So, I wasn't surprised, but I I'm tired of these big matchups. I don't know what's going on with Peyton Manning with the matchups like the Super Bowl. You expected so much more. You wait for a big game and then it's a blowout. You know, so a little disappointing there. So.
Well, you know what? Peyton Manning, everybody knows he needs that Super Bowl for vindication. That's the only thing that's going to put him in the upper echelon of a quarterback. Yeah, and his brother is going through it at the Giants and the Jets as well. We're getting into another topic. But right now, Manning, it's all about winning the Super Bowl. And because he just cannot beat Tom Brady, 11-5 is what Tom Brady is going up against Manning. And we see why. I mean, you know, Brady plays with energy. For some reason, they get you up there, and they, you know, he's precise with his passes. He's starting to get a rapport with LaFell. He already has one. Edelman went crazy. And, you know, it's just a complete effort. Ever since that Cincinnati game, they've been rolling. Is Tom Brady in the MVP talk?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, he's turned the season around after that one bad loss. And he's a guy that, again, he makes those average wide receivers look good. You know, he got Gronk back now. You know, I mean, when you got Gronk healthy, he has what he needs. He's very comfortable with him. You know, I saw some of the patterns they were running. You could see the timing is perfect. You know, so he has that weapon back. As long as Gronk is good, he's going to look like MVP. So let's see what happens with Gronk's health the rest of the year.
Well, it was a dominating performance. Who has the better? You think the Broncos or the Pats goes farther, man? What's your gut feeling right now?
Gut feeling is that the Broncos go further. As good as the Patriots look right now, I'm telling you, injury is what kind of drives teams in the NFL. Who can stay the healthiest is the team that's going to want to go further. So as long as you know Manning stays healthy, I think they're going to actually be the one to go further. Definitely, he has more weapons, no question about it.
Well, that's an interesting topic. We will see what happens. I think the Pats right now, whoever has the better record, I think will go farther when it comes down to it. At the end of Bengals beat the Jaguars. AJ Green comes back. He gets a TD catch. Jeremy Hill, 150 plus, 2 touchdowns. They're 6-2-1 right now, and right now in first place in the division.
Right.
They got the Browns coming up.
They have the upper hand in that division for sure, because they have that tiebreaker. They have they're undefeated in the conference or in the division, even though Pittsburgh's right on their backs. But I think right now Bengals are the one that you got to look for in that coming out of that division and getting that first round, bye. Because they just look stronger right now. They're gonna get it better. Pittsburgh is still coming together. They on a run right now. Like we talked about, they looked bad a few weeks ago. Now look, so we'll see what happens on that too.
Well, it's been an interesting division to say the least. You got all of the teams over 500. Right now, the Ravens are the lowest team in the division, 5-4. The Browns playing remarkable right now. Hoyer is just doing the job. Johnny Football is on the bench, and he can't get off. He's not getting off the bench. The question is, though, a lot of people. I seen it. I was watching NFL Network, and Marshall Faulk, he went out, he said he thinks the Browns are going to handle the Bengals coming up this week. How do you feel about that? It's in the jungle. Do you think the Browns are ready to take that next step and supplant the Bengals in the jungle? Can Hoyer pull that off?
Anything can happen when you got the rivalry. Forget the records and everything and who's playing. I think the Bengals will win that game, but it's not going to be a cakewalk. It's going to be close. I mean, if it's a line, it's like 3 or 4 points. That means you got to put a lot of interest in what the Browns may do, because that means Vegas is saying that's a toss-up. So anything can happen in those games. You know that.
And Browns are playing with a lot of confidence, but the Bengals, Giovanni Bernard, not sure if he's going to play. He's hurt, but the running game, Jeremy Hill, he came in. He is a load. And they used him, and he dominated in that game. And they're going to have to use him again. Right. It's going to be cold. The Browns have their defense is solid. I mean, it's solid all the way through. And if Hoyer's not making those mistakes, now you got a problem. I still think the Bengals will win. I think they're the best team in the division. But you cannot look past what the Pittsburgh Steelers are doing. Ben Roethlisberger, 6 touchdowns, 2 consecutive games. I mean, you got to say, and, Le'Veon Bell is in the top 3 in rushing. You got Antonio Brown on the outside. He is dominating and dancing and doing whatever he want to do. Can the defense hold up?
That's what I was about to say. Can that hold up? So that's the only thing. They're playing lights out right now, but can they play that way throughout the whole year? Probably not. I think the team that is more, I think the team that decides, wants it more, and I really think the Bengals are feeling that way now. They have that confidence. I felt in the beginning of the year, we talked about it, that they can just run this thing out. I mean, you saw in the first 3 weeks, they were just killing teams, and I feel they can take this and run the table. So once they get back to that confidence set, they seem to have been, last few years, dominated Pittsburgh, they've dominated the Ravens, so I think that's going to continue.
Well, it's gonna be interesting all the way down to the end. The Browns and the Bengals play now, then they'll play late in the season, and then you got the Steelers as well. So I can't call it right now. I think the Bengals have a slight edge, very slight, over the Steelers right now. And until the Browns can pull off a landmark win like winning in Cincinnati, you got to keep them in 3rd place. All right, last but not least, we got a couple other teams. Cowboys lose 2 in a row. Now, I told you about this team. I'm gonna speak. I told you about the Cowboys. They are a team that as soon as you start hyping them up, they're gonna let you down. However, all right, Tony Romo, two cracked ribs in his back. Jerry Jones still wants to take him on the trip to play against the Jaguars.
He's going. They're already in London.
Brandon Weeden, are you kidding me?
They took him. No.
All right, the only question I have for you, will Tony Romo start this game?
No, he won't start. He's going to be on the sideline, but he's going to be in there. He's going to be dressed, and they're going to use him if they need to. But I don't see why they even brought him. So if you bring him, you need to just go ahead and play him. I don't think they're going to start him. But it's a big win. I think Weeden's good enough to beat the Jags. But obviously, your boy Jerry Jones don't feel that way. So I don't know. They should let that guy rest. They got so many big games coming up. The Giants, they got Philly again. I mean, they got too many good teams coming up. Why take him on the road? Let the guy rest his back and, get him in good shape for his next games coming up.
Only thing I can think of is that Tony Romo wanted to go to London. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had it in his contract, even if he's injured, he wants to go to London. But I will not put it past Jerry Jones to put pressure on Tony Romo to suit up and to tell him, listen, you might have to play. Because they have no faith in Brandon Weeden right now. 0. Question is, yes or no, will the Cowboys beat the Jaguars in London?
Yeah, they'll beat the Jaguars no matter who plays. I think they still have Marco Murray, they still have the wideouts. They have enough to beat the Jags out there. They shouldn't win.
Now, I think they'll beat the Jaguars too, but it will be a contest. I believe that Bortles is starting to get confidence. He's a young dude. Hey, nobody's home field. We'll see what happens. Giants and the Jets. Giants get dismantled by the Colts. Colts are serious, man. That's a serious team.
Was lucky.
He got lucky, but he has some skills too. You don't get the 40 without a little bit of skill.
He's a good quarterback. They got a good team. The Jets, I don't even want to talk about the Jets.
Jets, they took an L. Mike Vick had some good stats, but stats don't matter if you're not getting the W's.
Geno Smith, like I told you earlier, he better not show his face in New York City. He better stay in the Jersey suburbs or somewhere in Long Island. Don't hang out because they're gonna get you, man. You don't play that in New York. You look terrible. 2 weeks ago, guy had 3 interceptions in the first quarter. How do you have 3 interceptions in the first quarter? That's amazing. His QBR rating is like 0.34, 0.04 something. Like, how do you get a QBR rating that low?
Hey,
don't show your face, man. Don't show your face in New York.
Geno Smith. You got a lot of people mad at you. Man. You need to come back and rep up.
Don't do it, man.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to bring Coach Maurice Douglas here and have them sit down and chop it up with us a little bit. We got Dayton High School Sports. We're in the building. It's our playoff edition. Don't go anywhere.
Ain't nobody fresher than us. Heavy. Yeah. Like what you mean, man? Do it for my team. I'm so heavy. Last time I checked, I was on another level. So heavy on the bass, little lighter on the treble. Heavy. So heavy on the bass, little lighter on the treble.
Cause I paid it. Bad everywhere. That's off the strength that we made it. Yeah, it's all cause we made it. I know it's all cause we made it. See the difference between me and you is I ain't too jaded to say it. And that's real talk, that's real rap. Cut the check, I'm all in. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Interior look like Spalding. Ain't about money, don't call it in. Pay me if y'all in. I'm fly as hell. Trying to tell y'all that I'm raw, man.
All right, welcome back here, Dayton High School Sports. And I'm sitting here with the man from Indiana, an NFL legend. Now he's coaching, and he's doing a great job as he took his talents from Trotwood out in Springfield, and he's sitting with us today. I got Maurice Douglas in the building. How you feeling today, man?
Doing great, fellas. Thanks for having me in here tonight.
Appreciate you being on the show. We know you're a busy guy up in Springfield now, but you made some time to come down here. How did the season go so far for you this year? You know?
The season didn't go as well on the outside from a record, win-loss record. We were 2-8 this season, but on the inside we made a great difference. We had 60 football players this year on our team at the end of the season, and of those 60 we had 38 that made the honor roll. So that's the greatest achievement to me since we've been there. So we won, even though our record on the outside didn't seem as though we won on the inside.
Well, you know, the key to building any great franchise, you have to start from the inside out, and obviously you know that. You know, how did you get into football, man? You know, what was it your mom and dad? What drove you to get into playing football, you know, as a kid or whatever?
I'd always loved football as a kid. My brother and I, we were given a Green Bay Packers and a Chicago Bear outfit for Christmas when we were young. And when I was 10 years old, I told my brother I was going to be in the NFL. And God says, life and death are in the power of the tongue. And I spoke it into existence when I was 10. And then God just allowed that word that I spoken at 10 years old to manifest itself through my hard work and things like that in the off season.
Going from that, you know, as a kid,
Yeah.
you know, you knew you wanted to play in the NFL. So at that point, you talk about it, then what's the preparation you did for yourself to be able to get yourself there over the years?
Man, I would be that kid that would, my buddies and I, we'd be working out or we'd be playing ball or going somewhere. I would hop on the ground and do 20 push-ups. I'll be doing push-ups and sit-ups all over the place. But in the process of that, it started me on the pattern of just working hard and just doing the extra things. I really wasn't a good student in high school because my focus was not on books, and it was on ball and babes. You know, and unfortunately, that's not a good combination. I had them twisted.
Killer bees.
I forgot the other B, the books, you know. And because I missed that, I had to go to junior college. And so instead of going the easy route, I had to go the hard route. And I went to junior college at Coffeyville Community College. And that right there prepared me. I believe it prepared me and made me hungrier because I had to go a harder route than most other guys did to get there.
So when you had to go that route, did it deter you at all? Like saying, man, you know, some of my buddies might be going to, you know, straight D1,
Yeah.
and I got to go this route. Did it kind of bring you down a little bit, or you said it motivated you more? Did you go even harder?
It made me go harder because at that time, me and Keith Byers had come up. We went to elementary school together, played together in junior high, even in the 9th grade. And he was going to Ohio State, and I myself had to go to junior college. And not only had to go to junior college, when I went to junior college, we had 9 out-of-state defensive backs that were brung in, and they were only going to keep 1. And of that group, out of that 9, I was the one who made it. You know what I'm saying? I was the only one that wasn't all-conference or all-state or all-American. But God, when he has a plan for you, nobody can deteriorate from that. And just when I got there, man, just working hard. You know, just doing the little things, like I said, not let anybody steal your joy or take away what you believe that you really can accomplish. While I was at junior college, I went from being the least of them to the best of them. I was an All-American in junior college. after having to deal with 9 guys that were basically out of state guys too, but all state guys or all conference guys. So, you know, what God has in store for you, no one can stop, man. And whatever door He opens for you, nobody can close.
Well, as you see, this man's been on an amazing journey, and it's just the start. As we're going to sit here and talk with Maurice Douglas, Springfield Wildcats coach. We got Dayton High School Sports, the playoff edition. We'll be right back in a moment.
On behalf of Halftime Sports Bar and Grill, I'd like to present the Athlete of the Week, Messiah DeWeaver.
On behalf of Messiah DeWeaver is a tremendous athlete. Not only that, but he's an even greater person. He has a 4.2 grade point average this quarter. He's also committed to the University of Michigan. He's a tremendous individual, not only in Travel Madison School District, but also in our community. And on behalf of Messiah, we've got to see this. And I wish you good luck this week, Messiah and Ram Nation. Go get your thing done this week.
All right.
There it is.
All right.
Welcome back, Dayton High School Sports. We're here at Halftime Sports Bar and Grill, and I got one of the top, if not the top, high school coach in Ohio right here, Maurice Douglas in the building. How you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. Thanks a lot for having me on. Glad to be here tonight.
All right. Now we done talked a little bit about your past and how you got to the NFL. Now you play with some of the most high-profile names, one of the most high-profile team possibly ever in the NFL. Chicago Bears back in the Walter Payton, Refrigerator Perry era. Yeah. How was that, man? What was that like? Coming from the journey that you took to get there to be able to be on that type of team.
Oh man, it was a blessing, man. As I was saying earlier, Walter Payton was one of my idols when I was growing up. And I think one of the greatest accomplishments I ever had was our first scrimmage that we had. I had an opportunity to tackle him in an open field. And once I did, Otis Wilson, I'll never forget it, Otis Wilson told me, he said, "Rook, you're going to be all right." You got him on the ground on the first shot without no help, open field. So I knew I had the opportunity to do something special after that. But it was a great honor, man, to speak with those guys. As a matter of fact, William Perry was my roommate on our road trips and the night before the games. So we were roommates for my first 7 years in Chicago.
Okay. So you get there, and now to get on a good team, like you came out 7th round, I believe, right?
Ended up 8th.
Ended up
in the 8th round.
Okay. So, a lot of the high-pick guys go to those terrible teams. You get to go to play with the Bears when they had that highest point. So, that's like a bonus, like going lower in the draft.
I tell you what, if I wouldn't have been so crazy off the field while I was at Kentucky, I would have had an opportunity to be higher picked. But I did some things. I was a party dude, man. I wanted to hang out. I wanted to be where the girls is at and do what I do. But even in the process of it, they had drafted 3 other DBs that year, but it ended up being me and a kid named Wesley Jackson who was drafted in the 2nd round, and we made it as the rookies. And we actually played together in Chicago for our first 5 years. But because of what I could do every position. I could play corner, I could play safety. I was the only guy in our group that ended up starting at all 4 spots in the secondary. And so because of that, my versatility, that was the thing I think that helped me stay around for a while.
Definitely had a work ethic as well. Who was the hardest guy that you had to defend in the NFL, man? Who was the one guy that when you seen this guy coming, it was going to be a long play?
I'll tell you what, probably the toughest guy that I had to work against, be it whatever spot on the offense, was Barry Sanders. That was a dude that gave you nightmares for that week. It was going to be a rough night of sleep that week because you're thinking about, man, how am I going to get this dude down the open field? You've seen other teams where what we would try to do is we would put anytime he saw a different color jersey, he wouldn't run to that hole. So what we would try to do is fill all the gaps and make sure that there was a jersey in that spot. But now once you get that, now you got to how to get him on the ground. And I'll tell you what, he was probably the toughest guy. Then after him, I would probably have to say Jerry Rice, just because he was consistent as far as his route running and his going full speed at all times.
Well, those are 2 of the greats, and I'm sure there was a lot of people in that NFL who had long nights covering those two guys. Now, you played for Chicago, and then did you play for any other teams as well, or was it?
My last 3 years, I went to play with the Giants. I went for the Giants, man, and I ended up retiring in '98. I got hurt in '97. I tore my tricep muscle, and so I missed that season. But I got a paid leave of absence, so it was all good. I played 2 there, but the third one counted too, so I got vested on that one. So it was all good. Yeah, it ended up going on my retirement as 12 years, but actually I played 11 total.
Well, hey, this guy's had a charmed life. He's lived a good life, and
good life. I've been on the good life tour, baby. It's been all good.
That's what it's all about. We're gonna shoot some pool with this man when we come back. We got Maurice Douglas in the building. Dayton High School Sports. Don't go away. Here, doing what we do here. Dayton High School Sports. Shooting a little pool. We got Maurice Douglas, one of the most celebrated coaches in the Miami Valley in the last 50 years. Now this year, wasn't the magical season that you accustomed to having.
Yes, sir.
What were some of the bright spots from the season, and who were some people that maybe to be on the lookout for next year? Man?
I'll tell you some of the bright spots were the fact that we had 38 young men make the honor roll this year at Springfield High School.
38.
38 out of 60.
38 out of 60. Wow, that's big.
That's unheard of in Springfield, period.
That is.
But that's one of the best things that happened to me over there. But we had some young men. We have a young man named Danny Davis, who's a running back, wide receiver, 6'3", about 180, sophomore. He's got offer right now from the University of Kentucky. He's going to be special. Then we have a young man named Darius Harper, our right tackle, 6'8", 264. He's a junior. 6'8". We got some bodies coming now.
Okay, I see.
This is just a year of growth, So
now, I heard you get down on this pool table.
Oh,
man, you
no,
like to kick it, so I thought you might have some
I
pool.
can kick it, but I can't kick it on this table, man.
Let's see what you got. See what you got. You never know what you can do, bro. You never know what you can do until you get out there and do it.
I can't even put no test on this thing right, man. You see me, I'm struggling. America, I'm struggling. I know right now.
It's one of the few things this guy cannot do.
Hey, man, look at me.
All right, which place is more fun, man? Chicago or New York?
Chicago. I'm a Windy City guy.
Windy City?
I'm the Windy City guy.
That's it?
My father lived in Chicago when I was in high school in Ohio. So he's been there my whole life. So I've always been about the Windy City. I like New York, but I'm all about the Chi-Town.
All about the shine.
So
you ever thought about coaching pro or what, man?
You know what? One of my best friends is coaching secondary at the Eagles right now. Mark Carey. I didn't have any desire to even coach high school. Let alone try to coach in the NFL. But if the opportunity presented itself, I would do what I would have to do. But more importantly than anything, my thing is all about helping the kids.
Your son, you got son Moses. He's gonna be in the 9th grade. But I know you getting him ready.
He's working out now. He's playing basketball now.
Okay, you got him on the hoop game. That's right.
Got it. Hey man, still play everything. Unlike his dad, Moses may have a greater gift than that. I think his thing is he's got grades. I didn't have grades when I was coming out, so.
Grades give you a whole lot of options.
They give you options.
Oh man.
They give you options.
And they make you so much more attractive to the coaches.
5'9", 148. He has a 3.5 grade point average. He got selected to an academic. He got selected to the Brett Cooper Academic All-American All-Star Game down in Dallas, Texas on January 3rd.
That's incredible, man.
I'm happy for him, man, because just because of his ability to do well in the classroom and be able to function well socially, those are things that will open up doors for him.
There it is, man. Now, you was known as a flamboyant guy.
Oh.
You was known like prime time, like
before my time.
Before your time. Did you wear, was you blocking the furs? What was just, what was your style like?
I was rocking a little bit of everything. Whatever the season, that's what I was gonna go with. From the sheer net shirts to sheer beaters with the hats, boots, you name it. I love Prince.
Okay,
So, a little bit of him,
Right.
a little bit of Morris Day.
Right.
I had a little Apollo Creed, because that was my thing. My boy was Apollo Creed, so I wanted it all. You know, Apollo had the body.
Right,
He was jumped out.
on the beach line.
Yeah, he was running with Rock. So I was trying to get there.
I want to give a shout out to Messiah the Weaver. He's our athlete of the week. He's doing big things, and they have a huge game coming up.
Keep running.
They got a huge game coming up this weekend. They're going to start their journey. This guy, you know, you built that Trotwood legacy, and now you're going to watch them possibly maybe, you know, Jeff Graham taking over now. You know, how does it feel to watch that whole, you know, how does it feel to watch Jeff taking over that team now?
Oh, great. It's great, man. Like, you know, I'm so happy for the kids there, for JG, because he was waiting for an opportunity. Initially, he was going to try to come over with me this spring. But when he saw the need and a lot of kids trying to leave and whatnot, I'm happy that he decided to stay there and continue what we'd already built there. You know, like I said, when I first came in, the wood was in bad shape. And I'm glad that he stayed and continued to build on what we'd already built out there. But I'm happy for them guys, and I wish us luck this weekend. Do what we do, Ram Nation. Let's go ahead and bring it home this time. Let's get us another ring. Messiah, keep grinding, baby. Keep grinding.
Classy individual right here. Maurice Douglas, I appreciate you being on the show once again. Stay tuned with Dayton High School Sports. You can check this man out. He will be building that Wildcat football program. But in the meantime, we're going to sign out here. And I think I'm beating on the ball. Count him up.
I think I got him.
I think I got him. But in the meantime, check this guy out, as he will be here for the award show coming up in a few weeks. In the meantime, we're going to sign out on that note, and we'll catch you next time. I'm going to finish him off in the meantime.
And